I was going to release this earlier, but I kind of changed this week's plans. So I wanted a chance to check in, just kind of go over what this week is, the intent of this week, and then at the end of the week, way to power up or just kind of raise everything else. And also, I haven't checked in a while, so I know sometimes it's good to kind of see and hear people's voices. Um, this week, what I changed was really the intent was at the beginning of the year, I said one of my goals as a teacher always is to help, at least by the end of the year, to help improve you as a reader, writer, and a thinker. Like at some point, I just at the end of the year want you to feel as though you've improved in those three things, that you feel like you're a slightly better writer, you're a slightly better reader, and you're a slightly better thinker. And so this week, as you go through, so on Monday, you've already had a chance to kind of improve your thinking and just think about those deeper things of what it means to be human. Um, and then for your writing, it was a chance to show gratitude. So you guys demonstrated and did a great job with your writing samples on the writing test. This was a chance for you to demonstrate that to the real world and share with someone else by showing your gratitude. Showing gratitude is good for the soul. You probably made someone else's day by emailing them and letting them know how much you appreciated them for whatever they did or however they inspired you. And then today, it was a reading. And all I was asking is one way to improve your reading is to keep on reading. So create a summer reading list. Find 5 books that you thought you might want to read. It could be books that your parents recommended, other that you heard other people read, that you found through Goodreads or through the Lincoln Book Awards. But just find 5 books that you might want to read over the summer to continue growth in your reading. And then tomorrow, it's really all just reflection. Bring everything else back together. Looking at the curriculum throughout the year. There's one from the curriculum development team that talks about like what we did throughout the year. So whether it was a Mice and Men, working on theme claims, archetype analysis, all that fun stuff. And then the other one is our remote learning adventure. So just asking, what worked well in this class, other classes, what did not work as well, and be honest, because then this way, next year, next fall, depending where we find ourselves, it might be something that's helpful to me and also helpful to the other English teachers, not just freshmen, but sophomore, junior, and senior. So if you complete those 2 reflections, and then the final thing is on Friday, it's say how to become a Superman or Superwoman, but it's really how to just kind of bolster those 3 areas: your reading, your writing, and your thinking. Ways to continue doing this over the summer. So one of the things it talks about is you could level up your English grade. So how it's working right now, and I explain it here, is your 3rd quarter grade, as long as you meet all the requirements of remote learning, and I'll explain what those 2 are. If you meet those 2 requirements, your 3rd quarter grade is the grade that you'll receive. However, if your semester grade is higher using your 3rd quarter grade and remote learning grade combined, then you'll receive that grade. No matter what, though, as long as you complete the 2 required assignments, your grade should not dip below your 3rd quarter grade. So if you had a C 3rd quarter, and then you get a C for the remote learning, it'll stay there. Or if you had a B for 3rd quarter, but you got a C for remote learning, your grade will not drop below that B. The required assessments that you have to have completed, one is the writing test from a few weeks ago. Then the other is the inquiry reading quiz that we took last week. Now for both of these, you will have all the grades will be updated by Friday. So you want to make sure you have those 2 completed. Any assignments that you have an I in or an incomplete, it's not affecting your grade. So it's not dropping your grade, but if you were to complete them and email me and let me know you completed them, it has the potential to raise your grade. So if you have an I, meaning incomplete, those are assignments that could raise your grade. They're not required assignments. They're working towards raising up your writing test and your inquiry quiz. Other than that, so raising your grade here, you could also do a reading boost, start reading your summer reading list, find those books. I have a podcast for a poem a day that you could listen to as well, or a list to poems that you could read. There's writing boosts throughout the summer you could do. Keep your journal going, your Chrono Chronicles journal. You could also continue with Quill.org. I won't close it out for you if you want to continue working on those grammar concepts. And then the other thing is maybe find a pen pal, write letters to friends and family. And then the thinking boost, which you can't see here, I'll move me out of the way. If you just want to keep having those deep thoughts, philosophical thoughts, I added links to a variety of TED Talks on philosophy and just ways to get you to keep thinking. There's a list of animated philosophy concepts, the idea like Schrodinger's cats, If you put a cat in a box and then you leave it in there, is the cat ever really dead until you open it? Therefore, the cat's neither alive nor dead. It's a weird thing, but it's interesting. And the other thing you do is just keep up with the news. New York Times, ABC, the King County Chronicle, Chicago Tribune, NPR. Just continue keeping up with the news, and that's another way to help kind of boost your thinking and be a stronger thinker. So that's the plan for the week. As you go through those things, if you have any questions, email me, let me know. If you do complete any late assignments, email me as well, just for the update. But happy reading, happy writing, happy thinking. Then, yeah, we'll talk soon.